By virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I constitute this meeting a lawful congregation of the University of Venda.
Let's take our seats.
Thank you. Chancellor of the University of Venda, Advocate Mujanku Gombe, the Deputy Vice Chancellor for Teaching and Learning, Professor Jan Crawford, Deputy Vice Chancellor for Research and Postgraduate Studies, Professor Nosi Sifez, Deputy Vice Chancellor for Corporate Services, Dr. Robert Martin, the Registrar of the University of Venda, Advocate Lambani, the Chief Financial Officer of the University of Venda, Mr. Botwe Krazia, Executive Dean of the Faculty of Management, Commerce and Law, Professor Mudimwa Barakanyan, the Acting Executive Dean of the Faculty of Health Sciences, Professor Chilizi Murauzi, the Executive Dean of the Faculty of Social Sciences, Humanities and Education, Professor Wongani Bantwini, Acting Executive Dean of the Faculty of Sciences, Engineering and Agriculture, Professor Jude Odiambo, esteemed members of Senate, the Mayor of Tulamela Local Municipality, Ms. Rambuda, the Chairperson of the University of Venda Convocation, Mr. Sylvester Mutadi, members of the University of Venda Senior Management Committee, Director of Student Affairs, Mr. Azidobi Mukel, the Director of Marketing and Branding Communication, Dr. Takarani Zaga, our esteemed traditional and religious leaders present, the Registrar of the Tshwane University of Technology, Dr. Michael Mushatoni, the President of the SRC, Mr. Sibusi Somkonto, and members of the University SRC that are here, sponsors of awards for our best performing students, university staff and students, graduate, family, and friends of the University of Venda, eminent guests, ladies and gentlemen. Masiare, Auche, on behalf of the University of Venda's Senate, it is my greatest pleasure and privilege to extend a warm welcome to each of you to the University of Venda 2022 Winter Graduation Ceremony. A special word of welcome to parents, guardians, and most importantly, our distinguished graduates will be receiving their hard-earned qualifications today. Graduation is a milestone event, an occasion for family celebration, representing the culmination of years of hard work, sacrifice, commitment by our graduates and their families who made great sacrifices to support them to reach their goals. Congratulations to all our graduating students today. We are very proud of your achievements, your unique experiences, and life stories that each of you has brought to the University of Venda. Over the past few years, we have seen you grow and flourish despite many challenges and obstacles that characterized our national post-school education sector. Thank you for choosing the University of Venda as your preferred partner in your quest to attain higher education qualifications. We are confident that the knowledge and the skills that you've acquired during your stay at the University of Venda will enable you to make great difference to your respective communities. Today is about you. Chancellor, this 2022 winter graduation ceremony is organized into 4 sessions, which are spread over 2 days. Over these 2 days, you will confer 3,267 qualifications, comprising 357 diplomas and certificates, 2,517 undergraduate qualifications, 298 honors degrees, 77 master's degrees, and also 18 doctoral degrees. These qualifications are from the faculties of Health Sciences, Management, Commerce and Law, Science, Engineering and Agriculture, Social Sciences, Humanities and Education. Among the students graduating this afternoon are the former and the current SRC members who will also be receiving their degree certificates. I would like to congratulate our SRC leaders for the exemplary leadership, hard work, determination that is culminated into this significant occasion. Chancellor, on the said note, I also want to pay a special tribute to 2 students, Ms. Kathy Simba Rubengo and Ms. Zuba Mukobe, who sadly passed away a few months before their graduation today. May their soul rest in peace. Chancellor, graduation ceremony is a great moment for the University of Venda, especially when we mark the 40 years of the University of Venda's existence. This university was established on the 18th of February 1981 as a branch of the then University of the North. It formally commenced its academic programs in 1982. As one of the 6 comprehensive universities in South Africa, the University of Venda continually strives to deliver robust teaching, cutting-edge research, and impactful community engagement of the highest quality for our citizens. The University of Venda is one of the fastest growing universities in Southern Africa in terms of the depth of our academic staff, student output, throughput, and the quality of research output. Our academic staff are making great strides in innovation. We have developed patents that are registered in different fields, including health, food technology, and management sciences. Some of our past graduates have made significant strides in their professional lives. Others have become notable figures, while some are playing a crucial role nationally and abroad. We are making good progress with regard to growing our own timber of our rated researchers, and we currently have about 34 National Foundation rated researchers. These rated researchers contribute significantly to the research publication output of the university. Despite many challenges that confronts our country and its post-school education and training system, the University of Venda has relatively remained stable as a well-managed institution of higher learning that adheres to prudent financial management. For the past 6 years, the University of Venda has continued to receive unqualified audit reports by the Auditor General. The University of Venda continues to provide best tertiary education and produce quality graduates capable of to compete with their peers both locally and internationally. Our university continues to be on an upward trajectory regarding its research, graduation output, and the student throughput. Our university staff with doctoral degrees has increased to 41%, which is above the national average in the sector. We strive for academic excellence in leadership. However, ours is not excellence without a soul. What Harry Lewis called in his book, but we are a university that is playing a critical role in transformation agenda of the region and also of the province and the country at large. We understood our role as contributing to the molding and grooming young people into accountable adults who will take up important roles in their communities and societies. True to this view is our commitment to develop our university into what Harry Lewis calls wells from which imagination, invention, and creativity are drawn for the benefit of the society, where future leaders learn, they sharpen their skills, where student discoveries and innovations will be the source of the national prosperity in the coming centuries. The University of Venda contributes enormously to the socio-economic development, not only of our region and also the province, but to the entire country, by producing well-grounded graduates. As per our motto of creating future leaders, there is no sector in this country where you will not encounter a UNIVEN graduate. Chancellor, our view of a university is that universities must be catalysts for building inclusive societies. Universities such as ourselves should play the role as a key institutions in the process of social change and development. As articulated in the National Development Plan, higher education institutions are seen as a major driver of information and knowledge systems, which is linked to the economic development of the country. Accordingly, the National Development Plan assesses that university must fulfill the following three functions. Firstly, universities must educate and train people with high-level skills for employment needs, both in the private and public sector, and provide solutions for complex challenges facing our society. Secondly, universities should be dominant producers of new knowledge. Thirdly, universities must provide opportunities for social mobility and simultaneously strengthen the equity, social justice, democracy, and the creation of the new cultural values. Therefore, universities should take the lead in addressing the developmental challenges by providing relevant contextualized knowledge, insights, and locally relevant recommendations for policy formulation. Solving social problems, creating technological products, and producing new knowledge that can be adapted for economic and political and social improvement. As we gather here this afternoon, there is a great expectation by the public at large that universities should rise and provide solutions and contribute to solving real and contemporary problems that is facing communities by becoming hotbeds of innovation and also of entrepreneurship. To our graduates today, the attainment of a degree at a tertiary institution is an event to be celebrated. As we celebrate this great achievement, remember the insightful words by our former president, Nelson Mandela, who stated the following, and I quote, "After climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb," close quote. Your graduation today does not signal the end of the journey, but it only signals the beginning thereof. We are confident that as you embark in your life journey, you are academically equipped to cope with the demands of the modern, sophisticated, challenging world you're about to enter. The knowledge you have acquired in your chosen disciplines and fields is key to providing you with pathways for your future. But the many more hills you will have to climb in your life's journey will require you to be perseverant, to appreciate and celebrate diversity, embrace teamwork, employ dispute mechanism skills, negotiation skills, communication skills, critical and creative thinking skills, emotional intelligence, and also managing oneself. As you leave this university, remain ethical in your conduct. We will continue to engage with you as our alumni of this great university. We will remain interested in your journey as our ambassadors. As I conclude, let me once again convey my gratitude to parents, to guardians, lecturers, university support staff, as well as the sponsors of our government through the National Student Financial Aid Scheme for their profound care and support that they've provided you while you are the University of Venda. Congratulations to all of you, and my best wishes in your future endeavors. Thank you, and God bless.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer the diplomas and degrees that are reflected on the program that the Executive Dean shall present to you.
By virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I confer the diplomas and the degrees.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the following qualification. Diploma in Freshwater Technology. Davula Shinavuzulo Sharon. Malaji Selby Fasebose. Mpela Bongani Tabudi. Mulauzi Ali. Neluheni Reliwele Florence. Netengwe Dina. With distinction. Neshaulu Masala. Neshivumbe Ndivu. Rashivumo Ronewa. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the following qualifications: Bachelor of Environmental Sciences and Bachelor of Science.
Baloi Caroline. Baloi Alisani. Baloi Panelo. Bila Malenia. Chabalala Cindy. Chabalala Rosel. Chauke Mkelani. Chauke Ulani. Chililo Frank. Kidicha Priti. Kodswana Dakuseni. Kolam Tinyaza. Sorry about this pronunciation. This not, what's the name again? Okay. Kadiamova Dakalo. Sorry, the English is not. Kaku Mako. Kaku Musiki. Hassane Paducheso. Korombi Daniel. Kosa Natasha. Sorry about that. Kosa Anoit. Kosa Ndebo. Kosa Freddy. Okay, sorry. I'm too fast. Quinta Dabeleng. Lebia Lydia. Ledwaba Dineo. It's not clear. Pala Katseo. Okay. So this was not clear. Lehoro Pahaza. Pahala. Sorry. It's not clear. It's okay. Lekona Utlako. Bikava Lutendo. Bitole Fukala. Mabasa Fatima. Mabiru Ken Motole. Mabuda Natasha. Mabuda Sweetness Vivian. Mabusere Chatel. Mabusa Sandile. Masabele Joshua. Madonsela Christina. Your name is not clear again. Puliso Legron. Puliso. Your name is not clear. Mazivandila Mulalo. Manager Karabo, sorry, Manager Karabo. Manager Kutso Neo, is it? Spell for me this one. Masal Sarahadi Emi. Masuvani Cynthia. Mahori Jessica. Maketa Mona. Sorry. Makinita Kudani. Nzovo Loket. Maguvele Muluri. Makuva Faith. Makongoza Buzani. Makuya Aluzani. Makuya Asakundwe. Malaben Prince. Malachi Success. Malati Emmanuel. Malukani Zivuywa. Maludeke Andanet. Maludeke Austin. Maleke Precious, Maleke Talent, Maleke Wesley Ulani, Maluma Msundwa, Manenje Onolo, Balala Lerato Rini, Manganyi Owen, Manganyi Hope, Maringa Zanele, Marovero Dineo, Mashaba Sheriff, Maskale Neo Hope, Mashau Rivuani Angel, Mashau Vuhawa, sorry, Mashavu Sharens, Masindi Fushilo, Masindi Mulisa, Masivulele Harandwe, Mashangwanyi Desere, Mashangwanyi Vuile Desere, Matemane Letabo, Madalisa Urife, Matomo Unarin, Matoni Fano, your name is not clear. It's not clear. Mate Quincy. Mawisha Agnesia, Mashili Mulewi Wendy, Matsimela Petunia, Maumela Varelo, Mafina Natasha, Mavungu kona nani? Beregeni Catherine. Katwasha Trinity. Silindele, isn't it? Sorry. Boeni Saulo. Mumbi Tutu. Modika Telma. Mohale Sunshine. It's not clear, this name. It's not, isn't it? Mohale Eureka. Sorry. Mohale Lelebongile. Mulakane Matlaba Ashley. Molopela Tracy. Moloizi Mashimisha Shafta. Bahele Shetonila. Mupepu Rabelani. Mudau Kurawani. Mudau Mulweli. Modisani Olato. No, sorry. Modisani Olorado. Sorry. Muletsi Prichi. Mulatetsi Prichi. Thank you for correction. It's not clear. Mulausi Charlotte. Mulausi Franzi. Mulausi Onewa Murendeni. Mulausi Nechetso. Mulausi Gundo. Mulausi Shonisani. Mulelu Tendo. Mudau Wafundi Lucia. It's not clear. Mulamba Remember. Mufumadi Melissa. Mulibani Chisani. Muranin Nakisani. Munengiwa Lishani. Munyaziwa Monica. Munyai Frank. Munyai Lina. Munyai Mlalo Junior. Munyangani Ruzani. Thank you. Thanks.
Munjelele Katuchelo. Munjelele Murunwa Angel. Muofe Pindulo Millennium. Muragana Mashudu Yolande. Mutige Lufuno. Mozilla Fulufelo Marvelous. Nare Elias. Ndlovu Nompumelelo Bokamoso. Nedombeleni Mushizi. Nezamba Fulufelo Morin. Nekavambe Tabelo Cynthia. Nemafohoni Mwano Nelly. Nemafohoni Shilizi. Nemakonde Ondwela. Nemutandala Witness. Nemutandani Mulenda. Nengovela Nepulusi. Nepawe Ndivuo. Nethononda Rotondwa. Neshisive Ndingo. Neswera Masindi. Ngele Kedibone Sena. Ngobe Uyanda Blessing. Ngobeni Poshia Sipiwe. Nembizane Matozi. Ndwambi Vutuawe. Nemasetoni Zoavud. Nyalungu Pumla Tandeka. Nyati Nshuseko, Palandwa Mulanga Eric, Fuluani Kuliso, Paswana Ntungufazeni Sylvester, Poko Dikeledi Eusebius, Ntakeni Lugani, Ngobeni Shiluke Gordon, Razilani Rolivua, Ralushai Tanyani Seth, Ramabulana Roshasutezo, Ramadwa Talifani, Ramogwebo Theodora, Nkuna Tabile Loren, Ramotlo Moloko Chantel, Ramova Ifi, Ramudingane Rabelani, Ramuedi Pachuchezo, Ramugova Mtondeni, Ramukuba Noivuo, okay. Ramukuba Noviuo, Ramulonga Andani, Ramurunzi Takalani, Ranenyeni Ropiwa Ernest, Ranoto Mapola, Rasikanya Amparisao, Rasikinya Afao, Rashize Ivy, Rashushu Livwani Cynthia, Ravele Mulanga, Ravele Tabelo, Razoedani Lelani, Tinswalo Evelyn Rocoso, Oswald Ricoso, Ramusheli Ndivuo, Rivele Liligal, Sadiki Tabelo, Sambo Notando Kondile, Charity, Seakamela Nonkie Tenabafsi, Segobela Moketi, Sekota Keleso, Selamolela Fumulani, Sepeu Selalelo Queen, Seswale Matlase Desmond, Shibambo Shemebani Lancelot, Shivishi Neo Anointed, Shongwe Boniswe, Shoshomani Tapuzani Roland, Sibia Kulekani Hector, Sigonde Mulalo, Zilima Uone, Silubane Rita Pumzile, Siluma Thandeka Sonto, Sipuma Sharon, Sitagu Nelly, Sitole Samkelo Brendan Pollen, Siwadawada Elelwani, Tobejane Hope Karine, Tiba Nsako, Shisikule Shilizi, Shishonga Mpo, Shishonga Ndiumulu, Shoteli Happiness, Badeswana Shizani Owen, yeah. Baloi Alwani Fani, Baloi Rulani Godfrey, Belemu Mashudia,
Bongwe Nobuhle Priti, Chisebe Unarine, Chauke Caroline, Sithole Shuluba Shania, Chauke Tinyuko, Chauke Tirani, Chikomba Bukhudo, Cheu Mashali Sophia, Dangare Gundo Victor, Davana Kuliso, Gamini Mlungiseni Richard, Dombo Mkobe, Dumelo Matimu Wilfred, Zawo Tapiwa, Jibuo Nechezo, Amisi Mpo, Kabubu Libuani Raida, Kaku Furupero, Kauli Chilibali, Korombi Musiwa, Korombi Aziangwisi, Koza Innocentia Susan, Kone Rabelesani Ouma, Kone Lutendo, Kubai Given, Kwinda Umbelani Kendi, Rambani Ropiwa, Letiri Tepang, Liabara Epapata, Lidevere Ronewa, Lifamise Chifularo Vanessa, Kachayo Gleda Tebile, Ligege Murwera Protection, Liketa Chipiwa, Loane Matimu Lionel. Gadisi Rinaye Priska. Rukeri Ifi Tessa. Rukeri Rangani Tracy. Lutingi Furufero. Mabunda Bongani Elon. Mabunda Slaveko Brandley. Maja Ritabile. Makamu Natasha. Makananise Remburuani Gilbert. Mahati Libuhang. Makaya Muchidzi. Makoka Ndivo. Makuva Anolia. Makopo, face the camera. Mareba Furufero. Maricha Kevin. Maluka Tapelo. Maluleke Aliet. Maluleke Kaisani. Maruta Richire Ria. Makari Dakaro Poshia. Makari Zivuya. Mamba Leonard Muzuake. Mamidza Furupero Hopewell. Mamiras Gidi Patuchezo. Mangazi Sifren. Makado Umunani. Mariva Olga. Manenge Matamera. Maneta Tabero. Manganye Gudani. Marubini Ronewa, Marueni Dakaro Simon, Masera Lutendo Desri, Maseve Prudence, Mashau Munaro Cyril, Mashavanduna Rendani, Mashele Rulani, Masinge Alita Christina, Masitulera Rotondwa, Masuma Musandiwa Daniel, Masanganyi Matimu, Mataga Rufiwa, Matinta Libuani, Mativa Chilizi, Matode Muketwa Mancha, Mato Murungwa, Matoma Nyandano, Matunzi Fanuel, Matodzi Livet, Matodzi Ndaedzo, Matodzi Takarani, Matodzi Vulezani Confidence, Matsane Fortunate, Matsaung Gift Neo, Ateke Simpiwe Prince, Matilele Letters, Matakatini Unarine Kenneth, Machinga Azindini, Mashaba Amkelani Lovemore, Machinga Rofiwa, Machiva Katuchero Sylvester, Machipa Murakana Maliveta, Machinyatsimbi Gloria, Matumba Muriel Rotondwa, Mavungu Konanani, Mabungu Wabudi Leslie, Mawera Portia, Mbezi Dakaro Precious, Mbezi Ropiwa, Ngovu Ntakanipo Calvin, Mirubi Millicent, Mujasakwe Hukulang Vincent, Mukoko Tibuko, Mukwena Philadelphia, Mukwevo Ronewa Caroline, Mulala Neo Alfred, Muloto Katleko, Monye Maiti Rochelle, Mashole Lirato Messi, Mutapo Tabang, Machimbi Constantia, Mpaja Brittany Cheza, Mpapuri Asibandi, Mpiganare Zonaka, Mtombeni Nkanka Wesley, Mtombeni Rito Priti, Mudanabura Richize, Mudau Areone Charlotte, Mudau Concern, Mudau Mkatucheri, Mbabe Azindini, Mudau Sedzulusani, Mudau Takarani, Mudau Tuso, Mudzanani Kuriso Trudence, Mudzerwana Ondwela, Mudziwa Shumani Patuchedzo, Mwendanyi Fariso, Mufamadi Nduvo. Mufamadi Vakora Onika. Mugovani Mketwa Alicia. Mugwena Lawrence. Mukodobiane Unarine Elani. Mukomafedzi Ketani. Mukondeleri Ndamulero Mbulaini. Mukwevo Mashudu. Mukwevo Muranga. Mukwevo Mureli Patience. Mukwevo Kangweleni Justice. Mulaudzi Vongani Kasna. Mulaudzi Kakleho Portia. Mulaudzi Lutendo Austin. Mulaudzi Mulisa. Mulaudzi Musuwaro Samuel. Mulaudzi Noble Isaya. Mulaudzi Shudupadzo Wonderful. Muluvu Makwarela Arinalo. Muluvu Chambaro Vivian. Mudanaro Mungoni. Muntu Mufunwa Evidence. Munyadziwa Poshia Tuiseni. Munyai Abakaki Lucas. Munyai Mpo. Munyai Shelton. Munyai Tandamudzimu. Munyai Wini. Munjezi Rendani Olga. Munjerere Lizi Rufuno Gracious. Munyai Witness. Murei Burenda. Museri Madidimalo Beti. Mushatama Beneti Zibuya. Musatoni Kumuzo. Mushabera Chilidzi Mbabalero. Mutangwa Dakaro. Mutati Rochizwa. Mutazi Rabelani Yulenda. Munyai Zonaka Fortunate. Mutikita Rufiwa Adolf. Muchinya Faranani Grace. Muchinya Sharon. Muchinyari Sharon. Mubango Mnangiwa. Muzira Ndamulero Mutundine Osido. Mutate Chilidzi chawe. Ndlovu Mandla Ike. Ndlovu Ndaedzo. Ndu. Nefare Ompilisa Stanley. Nerufure Patuchezo. Nerubarani Rachivumo. Mutabatsindi Rutendo. Nerwamondo Ompurusa. Nemapuhuni Ronewa. Nemakonde Tendani Nancy. Nemanashi Mita. Amera. Nemaridili Ndiferani. Nemarumane Zivuya. Nembiwe Polina. Nempumbuluni Rusani Judith. Nemukura Inos. Nangwavera Tsireredzo. Nengudza Ambani Portia. Nepembani resign. Netanda Vadedeze. Netamba Ronewa. Netonje Mashaka. Nechendouru Rubengo Christina. Nechieni Tendo. Nechikurwe Popi, Nechilindi Funzo Winnie, Nechirembe Raberani. Nechituni Mashudu, Nechivazauri Ompirera, Nechivazauru Tendo, Nechia Uyandwera Praise, Ne Choco Choco Vision, Nechinga Murendeni, Nebungoni Rotondwa Elia, Nebungwiri Patuchezo, Nebutanda Tendo, Ngobeni Dakli, Ngobeni Lungi, Ngobeni Bukhari Faith, Nguluwe Candice, Ngwenyama Makosazane Bridget, Ngange Manda Events, Nkanyani Miho Theophilus, Ndwambi Matume Thomas, Ntsieni Ngelekanyo, Ntsundeni Abatu Godfrey, Ngobe Anzani Rebecca, Patel Fauzia,
May I have your attention, please? We are realizing that there are parents who would like to leave the auditorium. We request that we stay in the auditorium for the entire duration of the event, and we humbly request that we give this ceremony the dignity it deserves. Thank you so much for your understanding.
Patel Mahir, Paramera Umpa, Haswana Ndamulero Taini, Piri Bernard Alembeke, Ngwenya Nompumelelo Jennifer, Phori Paballo. Rabutata Rineilwe Precious Phori. Rabutata. Radhirani Popi Ronewa. Rarulimi Pumuzo. Ramadi Ifi Magdalena. Ramadanga Patuchedzo Portia. Ramala Sirereza. Ramalekana Beauty. Popi Wuwabo. Ramauka Mankoni Maria. Rambelani Mudzunga Vanessa. Rambuani Madilonga Christina. Ramhupa Uleli Anna Emelda. Ramunyai Rudzani. Ramova Muchidzi. Rampura Shupekile Ramavila. Ramudzuli Mudzuli. Ramuronga Andisa. Ramucheli Rotondwa. Ranelani Patuchedzo. Pungo Zivuya. Rafumedzani Pumuzo. Rapuru Funanani. Rasimpi Portia. Rambau Trinity. Rambau Richidze Reality. Ricotso Innocent. Selani Ntwanano Eugene. Sivula Osiame Nimrod. Sivoya Keketo Oscar. Amen. Sequela Blessing. Sitati Khari Peter. Shibambu Monica Kanka. Shikweni Mbuyero. Rank up Kapule Philippine. Shirinda Kulani Chris. Ramurongo Orirwera. Ratumbu Lutendo. Shunguwe Erieth Sposetu. Ramuta Tsepiso Mwaku. Ratrombo Temburuo Comfort. Sibia Witness. Sigama Muranga Lovedelia. Sigama Popi Casey. Sikao Murisa Emmanuel Mafanjani. Shabangu Felicity Standiwe. Shabangu. Sikwari Tizurundi. Shai Julia. Sikwibiru Blessing Murendeni. Smari Ndivuo. Rachirumbi Takarani Felicia. Simango Lungelo Kakiso. Rachilingwa Tabero Elvis. Singo Erekanyani. Sintumure Buwabo Donald. Sipuma Tendo Shane. Tarane Charles. Taba Mukowe Musa. Tambe Nomatemba. Tangwana Clarinda. Tangwana Wisdom Butali. Tokolo Kauri Lexi. Tomori Oritonda. Tovane Mapake Praise. Kabane Sydney. Tangwani Munei. Chikongwane zwavhuḓi. Tshilevhulevu a ḓivhaho Carol. Sinthumule Muthelo. Tshililo Vhahangwele Grace. Shorori Chinanne Edward. Distinction. Tendani Rialivua. Sivaga Muranga. Chirundu Kangweleni Jameson. Tsila Salume Liapamane. Chiskawe Rolivua Stephen. Here's the camera. Tekwe Mary. Chiteme Tembani. Chivase Amfarisao. Chivenga Opatwa. Tuwani Lutendo. Vele Bugara. Vurade Buchiro Patience. Vurahani Gundo. Zulu Njabulo Colin. Zungu Zamangane Tando.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you the following qualifications. Bachelor of Arts Sciences in Hydrology and Water Resources, Bachelor of Arts Sciences in Mining and Environmental Geology, and Bachelor of Urban and Regional Planning.
Diale Harabo. Mahalale Samantha. Malungani Anna. Maranda Cyril. Chitavani Rendani Canon. Matika Chefiwa in Mulari Churanzu. Sorry? Muchari Hiranzu. Sorry. Moyela Rodney, Makuba Fumlani, Do Funzo, Bashwana Fulufelo, Ramutembeli Afsedini Shafta, Rafura Ndiveni, Sadike Unarine, Sadiki Janet, Sibia Anna, Chivase Sambiri, Chivenga Prince Gani, Chivia Uwe Viona, Sigere Sandire Maxi Distinction, Mbesi Dovowani, Makanise Duambi Teddy. Yes, welcome. Makadisa Batucheso Fanuel. Yes, how are you today? That's good. Mupapuli Sadiel. Congratulations. Mukwevo Funzo. Mureri Kundo Jr. Nechivosa Lufuno. Yes. Congratulations. Pasha Theophilus. Pungo Bahangwele. Yes. Ramunungo Owen. Ramukumba Vanji. Sivara Kenneth. Tangavlelo Shireto. Different today. Dama Unarine. Photo, please. It's for here. I will take it. You are repeat. Is it okay? You take it. No, continue. Okay. Linga Cheyesa. There you go. Yes. Mabulela Bulezani. Photo. Mamafa Rabusulo. Munyai Lufuno Lorraine. How do you pronounce this one?
Musheveya Endeavors Rodney. Nyalizani Dosivona. Ramulongo Mashaka. Shawambela Shakandima. Madiba Elwani. Chauke Pin.
Another one, It's honors.
Yeah, environmental.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the following qualifications: Bachelor of Environmental Sciences Honors and Bachelor of Science Honors. Chauke Pindulo. Fezisani Rachel. Mashaba Rulani. Kaku Queen. Matlabane Miranda Masana. Mashita Faith Morapi. Mishasa Zuito Osley. Mkonto Eni Saniana. Tulungwani Kulani Kevin. Mtombeni Rungula. Mukangaya Shali. Mulauzi Ronewa. Munyai Tandiwe. Nekumbe Sydney Ndivo. Nemadalinda Azingawisi. Nepumbuluni Vulenda. Nanamidwa Farelo. Ramutwala Poelano Renaissance. Sedibeng Matlase. Mashamba Muneiwa Quinton. Siaga Rabelani. Muneri Aluani Innocent. Mukwevo Masindi Ouma. Shivombela Shilizi Oscar. Zita Krevina. Yes, yeah. Baloi Temba. Dibakwane Kagisho. Kaku Mukololo Princess. Kuli Umbelani, distinction.
Mavunda Tankis. Mudaurotondwa Sandra. Madourotondwa Sandra. Okay. Mafunzaini Tabero Helen. Mahamud Hafsa Ali. Makado Rinai. Makita Pumuzo. Makwarela Techeresani. Malakela Maale. Manzini Sean. Mapari Pfano Witness. Mashaba Taviso Given. Mashaba Tewo Theron. Masikwa Muope. Matonsi Pikeleli Mbongiseni. Makatsi Dimakato. Makatsi. Mavira Tendani. Mbabara Chimangazo. Mbabara Chimangazo. Distinction. Mbokazi Isela Nyeleti. Mwangwane Tinyiko. Nkomolo Butibi. Mnandi Ifi. Mahawani Tateko. Mukhula Shive Nina. Muraudzi Aveani Felicity. Murava Tracy Giota Tiwuko. Mudau Rendani Julian. Muraudzi Abatakari Justice. Mulaudzi Kano, Mulaudzi Murendeni Abigail, Muruvu Riangwere, Munyai Rilinde, Mudau Farero Chanel, Munjezi Rangani, Muronga Shandukani, Msheza Ondwera, Musinyari Bushavero, Mutabatsindi Zonaka, Mutai Costa, Ndlovu Rifumelo Pesi Distinction, Ndwambi Purupero, Nemagubuni Murungwa Felicia, Nemauruma Simani Oscar, Nemudzuzanyi Kodani, Nemukura Chifundedzi, Netiri Bugara, Nechurongwe Fesasani Shama, Nkapo Wandile Judy, Mutundine Pinduro Priti, Nyembe Siabonga Sike, Patel Sana Mastakamed, Ndo Sedzani Emmanuel, Ndo Chiumbudzo, Purua Tendani Valerie, Ramachera Audrey Tsepo, Ramasiera Adivao, Ramunasi Tsumbedzo, are you former? Shiva Mbongiseni Smart, former chairperson. Nebufumba Chanel Priscilla, Nebudogwa Funanani Bridget, Sintumule Bulenda, C2 Surprise Nando, distinction. Chifura Talipani, Chirengo Butu Miranda, Chinyarani Muketwa Sophie, Chishonga Katuchero, California. Chisikure Ondwera, distinction. Zulu Nolutando Nonchanja.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the following qualifications. Master of Earth Sciences in Hydrology and Water Resources, Master of Earth Sciences in Mining and Environmental Geology, Master of Environmental Sciences, and Master of Science. Mashau Azingaisti Theophilus, Master of Earth Sciences in Hydrology and Water Resources. Title, Development of Water Quality Indices for Rain, River, and Groundwater in Siloam Village, South Africa. Supervisor, Dr. R. Makungo. Co-supervisor, Professor J.O. Odio, deceased. Mutileni Mtwanamu, Master of Earth Sciences in Hydrology and Water Resources. Title, Water Quality Assessment and Human Health Risk associated with groundwater from Collins Shabane and Makado Municipality of Embe District. Supervisor, Dr. Edokpai. Co-supervisor, Dr. A.M. Enitan. Nkosi Mary, Master of Earth Sciences in Hydrology and Water Resources. Title, Evaluating the Impacts of Land Management on Water Resources in Crocodile River Catchment, Mpumalanga. Supervisor, Dr. F.I. Mathiva. Co-supervisor, Professor J.O. Odio, deceased. Selane Lebogang Salome, Master of Earth Sciences in Hydrology and Water Resources. Topic, Evaluating water supply to selected villages in the Greater Giani Municipality. Supervisor, Dr. F.I. Mathiva. Co-supervisor, Dr. S.A. Duruoju. With distinction. Manji Muketwa Patience, Master of Earth Sciences in Hydrology and Water Resources with distinction. Title, Defluoridation using modified mucilage from indigenous plant material in Vembe District, Limpopo Province, South Africa. Supervisor, Dr. J.N. Edokpai. Ramatieleza Ronald, Master of Earth Sciences in Mining and Environmental Geology. Topic, investigation of sustainable groundwater resource supply in the crystalline basement aquifer at Relele Village, Greater Zanin Municipality in Mopani District. Supervisor, Dr. M.O. Kataka. Co-supervisor, Professor J.O. Odeo, deceased. Makerana Fatuani, Master of Environmental Sciences. Topic, assessing environmental factors, structuring populations and movement dynamics of the invasive snail, Tarebia granifera, in a subtropical austral reservoir. Supervisor, Dr. T. Dalu. Co-supervisors, Dr. R.N. Cuthbert and Mr. F. Dondofema. Mudau Unarine, Master of Environmental Sciences. Topic, small-scale farmers' perception on sustainable agriculture. The case of Vembe District Municipality, Limpopo Province, South Africa. Supervisor, Dr. L. Mugwedi. Co-supervisor, Mr. L. Mukwevo. Mutivi Fulufelo Faith, Master of Environmental Sciences in Ecology. Topic, assessing the spatiotemporal variation of phytoplankton productivity of Nandoni Reservoir in Vembe District using remote sensing and GIS. Supervisor, Dr. Tatenda Dalu. Co-supervisor, Mr. F. Dondofema and Dr. M.J. Mogebo. Ndou Shianeo Melda, Master of Environmental Sciences in Geography. Topic, poaching of the endangered cycad species Encephalatos transversinus in the Limpopo Province of South Africa. Supervisor, Dr. E.M. Stam. Co-supervisor, Professor M.P. Chisikawe. Nelwamondo Fumulani, Master of Environmental Sciences in Geography. Title, Analysis of Peri-Urban Household Solid Waste Management System, a case study of Luamondo Village. Supervisor, Dr. N.V. Mudau. Co-supervisor, Mr. M.J. Mokebo. Shauki Ignatius, Master of Science in E-Science. Title, Hierarchical Forecasting of Monthly Electricity Demand. Supervisor, Dr. C. Sigauke. Co-supervisor, Dr. A. Bere. Dongola Tendamuzimu Humphrey, Master of Science in Biochemistry. Title, In Cellular and Biophysical Exploration of the Role of GGMP Residues of HSP-70. Supervisor, Professor A. Shonai. Co-supervisor, Dr. T. Zininga. Kubai Consul, Master of Science in Zoology. Title, Frass from Black Soldier Flies as a Valuable Fertilizer and Biopesticide for Crops. Supervisor, Professor S.H. Ford. Co-supervisor, Professor N.E. Madala and Dr. Swanepoel. Magetlwa Seleme Shoki, Master of Science in Applied Mathematics with distinction. Title, Multi-Objective Loan Portfolio Optimization in Peer-to-Peer Lending Markets using Machine Learning Techniques. Supervisor, Dr. S. Moyo, Co-Supervisor, Mr. N. Mpepu. Masoko Gift Moses, Master of Science in Chemistry with distinction. Title, Computational and Adsorption Investigation of some quinoxaline derivatives on selected metals in acidic media. Supervisor, Dr. L.C. Murulana, Co-Supervisor, Professor M.M. Kabanda, and Professor W. Nkumalo. Mathebe Sampi Mpagala, Master of Science in Physics. Title, Determination of Global Solar Radiation using Temperature-Based Model for Different Climate Conditions for Limpopo Province of South Africa. Supervisor, Dr. N.E. Maluta. Co-Supervisor, Dr. T.S. Mulauzi. Mbonje Lucille, Master of Science in Chemistry. Title, Synthesis and Characterization of Porous Mixed Ligand Metal Organic Frameworks for Sorption Studies. Supervisor, Dr. E. Batisai. Co-Supervisor, Dr. C. Oliver. Molauzi Vuchilo, Master of Science in Mathematics. The title is Computational Analysis for Magnetohydrodynamic Boundary Layer Flow of Nanofluid over a stretching sheet in the presence of heat generation or adsorption and heat generation. Supervisor, Professor S. Shatei. Co-Supervisor, Dr. K. Muzinji. Mushaeni Fumulani Baldwin, Master of Science in Chemistry. The title is Synthesis of 5 Amino-Substituted 1,2,4-Triazine Analogs. Supervisor, Dr. S.S. Nyakeni Molele. Co-Supervisor, Professor I.D.I. Ramaite. Ndou Manda, Master of Science in Zoology. The title, Evolutionary Genomics of the Transatlantic Slave Trade. Supervisor, Professor Y. Moodley. Co-Supervisor, Dr. A. Rakotoa Rivelo. Nelwamondo Ndamulelo Innocent, Master of Science in E-Science. The title is Forecasting Wavelet Denoised Global Horizontal Irradiance using Attention-Based Long Short-Term Memory Network. Supervisor, Dr. C. Sigauke. Co-Supervisor, Dr. A. Bere and Mrs. Mudavafani Thanyani. Neshanze Mutali Winnie, Master of Science in Zoology. The title is The Value of Mopani Worms, Quantifying Ecosystem Services in Terms of Nutrient Cycling in Semi-Arid Regions of Limpopo. Supervisor, Dr. L.H. Swanepoel. Co-Supervisors, Dr. C. Swanepoel and Professor S. Ford. Rakalaru Pachuchezo, Master of Science in Microbiology. Title, Virulence, Antimicrobial Resistance and Pathway of Transmission of E. coli, Salmonella and Shigella, isolated from toilets and kitchen cloths in Vembe District, South Africa. Supervisor, Professor A.N. Traore. Co-Supervisor Professor N. Potgieter. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the following qualifications. Doctor of Philosophy in Environmental Sciences, Doctor of Philosophy in Geography, and Doctor of Philosophy. Adeyo Adeyemi Ojutalayo, Doctor of Philosophy in Environmental Sciences. The title of the thesis, Nano Biomaterial Treatment of Noxious Microbial Pollutants in Water. Supervisor, Dr. R. Makungo. Co-supervisor, Dr. E. M. Enitan. I will read the citation. The study developed effective nanobiomaterials for treatment of noxious contaminants in water. The formulations of biomaterials were accomplished by using polymeric extract, cellulose fibers of wild sesame, and composites of silver-doped ferrite metal particles. Application of the synthesized materials was conducted by assessing coliform and total heterotrophic bacteria disinfection and physicochemical parameter improvement in a jar test. The material possessed notable antimicrobial activity against noxious microbial pathogens and water contaminants at concentrations of 3 to 4.5 microgram. Maximum disinfection activity of 98.1% and over 90% turbidity removal was achieved after treating polluted water sample. The nano biomaterial performed comparatively to commercial chlorine and aluminum sulfate for disinfection and coagulation processes. A model explaining the interactions and operationalization of process variables for optimum removal of pathogens was generated. The study resulted in the formulation of an indigenously unique polymer metal matrix with water treatment application for the very first time. Murungweni Florence Mazwi, Doctor of Philosophy in Environmental Sciences. The title of dissertation, Vegetation Dynamics in a Semi-Arid Freshwater Wetland, a Measure for Restoration Success. Supervisor, Professor J.O. Odio, deceased. Co-supervisor, Professor O. Mutanga. I will read the citation. This study evaluated restoration efforts through analysis of vegetation dynamics in a restored semi-arid freshwater wetland. The findings inform on measures or strategies to understand the success of restoration efforts in wetlands. Her thesis further shapes the wetland restoration discourse through evaluation of ecosystem restoration efforts that have not been widely adopted, as efforts to restore ecosystems have gained momentum over the past few years. It also provides methods which are excellent tools for monitoring vegetation cover change. Ecosystem restoration monitoring will help measure restoration efforts at various levels across key ecosystems and generate the data needed to drive private and public investments in restoration. This offers a starting point for addressing policy issues and mapping out future research efforts on landscape restoration and guide management with informed decisions on how best to manage wetland zones. Mavuru Blessing, Doctor of Philosophy in Geography. The title of the thesis, Analysis of Land Use and Land Cover Change and its Impact on Soil Erosion in Jelele Valley, Limpopo Province, South Africa. Supervisor, Dr. N.S. Netengwe. Co-supervisors, Professor H. Chikore and Professor B.D.O. Odhiambo. I will read the citation. The study focused on analyzing land use and land cover change and its impact on soil erosion in Jelele Valley, Limpopo Province, South Africa. The theoretical basis of this study stemmed from land use and land cover change dynamics and the principle of human and climate interaction on the environment. Based on the empirical evidence using both the ACSWAT model, soil water assessment tool, with an interface of GIS and quantitative methodologies, the study highlighted that land use and land cover change significantly impacted soil erosion. Such an impact has further negative consequences on food security and affects the community's spatial dynamic structure. The rate and impact of soil erosion have a detrimental effect on soil structure, food supply, and policy decisions on the settlement structure. The study empirically demonstrated that if unabated, soil erosion impacts land use type, land management, and the rate of land cover change. These findings are helpful for policymakers and experts in settlement planning, the development of sustainable strategies for enhancing food security, and the conservation of water bodies from siltation within the Limpopo province and beyond. Corey Toussaint Don, Doctor of Philosophy in Biology. The title of the thesis, The Potential of Bats as Bioindicators for Areas Currently Transformed by Open-Cast Mining within the Vembe Biosphere Reserve, Limpopo Province, South Africa. Supervisor, Professor P.J. Taylor. Co-supervisor, Professor I. Barenhoen. The co-supervisor will read the citation.
See, I can't read. The research provided insights into how northern Limpopo bat communities have responded to the impacts of the Venetia diamond mine in relation to habitat degradation, artificial light and anthropogenic noise, and potential exposure to elemental contaminants. The results revealed the intricacies and resilience of bat communities in relation to open-cast mining. The diamond mine is important for numerous bat species in the semi-arid Limpopo River Valley, with several species benefiting from the resources that have been developed. The Cape serotine, banana bat, and rusty bat emerged as potential ecological and environmental indicators. Noise and light were shown to have a low impact on bats, with the vegetation cover being a driving factor on bat activity. Contradictory to studies showing certain girls making use of foraging opportunities around lights, there was very little evidence of this. Her investigation of elemental exposure in bats on the mine and surrounding areas are the first concentrations reported for South African molluscs, with the concentrations probably reflecting background levels. Dawn's work is the first investigating the impacts associated with open cast mining, diamond mining. Thank you. Dawn?
Mathomu Lutendo Michael, Doctor of Philosophy in Biochemistry. The title of the thesis is The Role of Molecular Chaperones in Escherichia coli cells subjected to gold nanoparticles-induced stress. Supervisor Professor A. Shonai, co-supervisor Dr. T. Ziniga. The supervisor will read the citation.
Nanoparticles are tiny materials that are widely used in various applications. Gold nanoparticles hold promise as tools for facilitating efficient drug delivery to improve treatment of diseases such as cancer. However, despite their potential utility in drug delivery, the effect of gold nanoparticles on physiological processes remains not fully understood. In his PhD study, Mr. Mathomu synthesized citrate-coated gold nanoparticles and investigated their effects on E. coli cells as an experimental model. He exposed E. coli cells to increasing amounts of the gold nanoparticles and observed that at high concentrations, the nanoparticles induced production of various protein constituents implicated in stress response. One of the proteins used is a non-molecular chaperone, DNAK. He further observed that DNAK was overproduced by the E. coli cells along with some of its functional partners. Using biophysical and biochemical techniques, he established that at low concentrations, citrate gold nanoparticles augmented DNAK function in vitro. However, at high concentrations, the nanoparticles destabilized the conformation of DNAK, abrogating its chaperone function. Altogether, the findings by Mr. Mathomu show that at low concentrations, citrate gold nanoparticles maintain protein structures, augmenting their function, but at high concentrations, they present adverse effects. Thus, the study findings are important in guiding the application of gold nanoparticles in biomedicine. Thank you.
Moketle Tebogo, Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry. The title of the thesis, Application of Modern Extraction Methods for Determining Toxic phytochemical compounds contained in solanum plants. Supervisor, Dr. N.T. Tavengwa, co-supervisors, Professor Madala and Professor M. Gitari. The supervisor will read the citation.
This study was directed at the application of modern analytical extraction techniques for the determination of toxic phytochemical compounds that are glycoalkaloids in solanum species. The extraction methods that were studied included pressurized hot water extraction, aqueous two-phase extraction, and microwave-assisted extraction. He developed a new hyphenated technique where he coupled the microwave-assisted aqueous two-phase extraction in one mode. The outlined methods were optimized based on chemometric tools for the extraction of a wide range of glycoalkaloids from solanum species. As a prototype, aqueous two-phase extraction in the coupled technique could be quick green purification and enriched methods for phytochemical with strong pharmaceutical relevance, which could meet the insatiable appetite for affordable medicines in the markets.
Mukodobwane Rosina Feziseni, Doctor of Philosophy in Mathematics. Title of thesis, Modeling Volatility, Equity Risk, and Extremal Dependence of the BRICS Stock Market. Supervisor, Dr. C. Sigauke. Co-supervisors, Dr. W. Chakwiza and Professor Winston Garira. The co-supervisor will read the citation.
Using empirical data of the BRICS, that is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, stock markets, this thesis focuses on solving three main financial and investment issues involving returns volatility, risk, and extremal dependence via robust statistical modeling. Before this study, no work to the best of the author's knowledge has been done on modeling the BRICS stock market's volatility, risk and extremal dependence using both univariate and multivariate approaches. The first issue involves modeling financial returns volatility when the true distribution is unknown. Using the univariate Gauch model under the assumption of 7 error distributions. Based on 2 error distributions, the findings show that the Chinese market has the highest volatility persistence, followed by the South African, Russian, Indian, and Brazilian markets. The results show that the Russian market has the highest risk level for risk modeling and analysis, followed by the South African, Chinese, Brazilian, and Indian markets. For the extremal dependence modeling using the bivariate point process and conditional multivariate extreme value models, the findings show varying levels of low extremal dependence structure whose outcomes are highly beneficial to investors, portfolio managers, and other market participants interested in maximizing their investment returns and financial gains.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to present the rewards to the best candidates in the faculty that the Executive Deans shall present to you.
By virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I present the awards.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you awards to best performing students in the Faculty of Science, Engineering and Agriculture. Chivase Chisamfiri, El Telimali Pty Limited Award, Best Student in Bachelor of Earth Sciences, Hydrology and Water Resources. Congratulations. Zegere Zandile Maxi, Intelimali Pty Limited Award, Best Student in Bachelor of Earth Sciences, Mining and Environmental Geology. NTT Toyota Louis Tricard Award, Best Overall Student in Environmental Sciences. Shililo Vahangwele Grace, Sabina Pharmacy Award, Best Student in Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry and Microbiology. Tambe Nomatemba, Dr. M.E. Makwanya Award, Best Student in Bachelor of Science in Chemistry and Applied Chemistry. Mbave Azwindini, Casey Maiwashe and Associates Award, Best Student in Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Rasimpi Poshia, Intelimali Pty Limited Award, Best Student in Bachelor of Science in Botany and Zoology. Nemukula Enos, Casey Maiwashe and Associates Award, Best Student in Bachelor of Science in Mathematics and Physics. Ramaoka Mankone Maria, Dr. M.E. Makwanya Award, Best Student in Bachelor of Science in Mathematics and Applied Mathematics in Applied Mathematics. Nashirembe Rabelani, Dr. M.E. Makwanya Award, Best Student in Bachelor of Science in Microbiology and Botany in Botany. Oh, I should read this. Okay. Shiololi Shinane Edward, Dr. M.E. Makwanya Award, Best Student in Bachelor of Science in Mathematics and Statistics in Statistics. Casey Maiwashe and Associates Award, NTT Toyota Louis Tricard Award, Dr. M.E. Makwanya Award, Best Overall Student in Mathematical and Natural Sciences, and Faculty Medallion and Senate Medallion.
Thank you. Thank you very much. This choir knows that they melt my heart. Well, Vice Chancellor, two things that we've learned today. One, we must have more graduations so that we don't have these long sessions and then lose everybody in the end. And then secondly, this is a day for celebration. So it's impossible to try and ask people to just sit here and listen to everything. And so I think we acknowledge their presence, they were here. And whatever message that I wanted to continue with, we'll find a way of communicating it tomorrow. The only thing I would say, especially because the PhDs are still here and the staff, the lecturers, is that I don't know how it is possible to just have so many scientists vanish into thin air. I don't know, Vice Chancellor, how many we graduated today, the BScs. No, the BSc, just the BSc with different, I think they did, I mean, each one had different majors, but we had close to, what, 400, 300 students qualifying. And I'm not talking about the honors and the masters. I'm just saying just the BSc. How do they just vanish into thin air after graduating? I mean, scientists are supposed to solve the world's problems. And I can't believe that in one sitting, we will graduate so many. And then after that, they just evaporate somewhere, where we don't see them. It's not possible. Something is wrong there. I'm not saying the others are not, agriculturalists also, today I've got a promise that I'm going to be friends with birds, Vice Chancellor. I'm not a bird person. When they come into my bedroom, I scream, hey, somebody come and take these things out. So I will still do, I have some promise of some people who are going to work on my computer. I'm never going to have computer problems again. Maths, I give up. I'm too old to start learning maths. But I think that's really, sitting here, that's what you ask yourself. How do we have such excellent young people come through the system and not make a difference? So that's just my message. We'll reflect upon it tomorrow. I hope tomorrow we'll find time to just, have that message sometime while they are still here and then take them through that. But thank you so much. Thank you to those who stayed. We acknowledge your presence. We also acknowledge, as I said, those who had to leave. It's quite late, so it's not a problem at all. And it's a weekday, and some people are working. But congratulations, congratulations. Our PhDs. I don't even know what some of your thesis titles are. But I promise I'm going to read them, That gold nanotechnology and how you use it in medicine, I want to find out. Because we have to crack, there's so much that we need to crack. We need to understand, because now, nuclear medicine is leading the way in terms of diagnostic, as a diagnostic tool. But we need to find more diagnostic tools because we've not been able to solve the majority of the people's health challenges. When I was a law student, first year private law, I was a lecturer. I hope you don't do that to students. Came into class and said, there are too many of you here. There are too many lawyers out there. So I don't know, none of you are going to make it to final year. And I was like, how could you do that? He crushed us in the first year, only to find that up to now, the majority of the people have no access to law. no access to justice, no access to the courts, simply because we don't have lawyers, enough lawyers who know how to respond to people's needs. And so this notion that we have too many this and that, it's absolutely not true. When you walk out of here and walk into the informal settlements here, you know that we don't have enough. We don't have enough nurses. We don't have enough, scientists. We don't have enough agriculturalists. Otherwise, we'll have enough food. Everything will thrive if we had enough people with the right kind of mind. But thank you very much. Again, congratulations. You produced them. I'm glad that we had some tears even this morning. And that just shows how attached you are to these students. And thanks to the parents who came and the guardians and our sponsors. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chancellor. We understand that it's already late now, but we request PhD graduates to remain behind for a few minutes and join the academic procession at the Life Sciences so that we can have a picture with the Chancellor and the Vice Chancellor and Principal and other members of staff. So it is our standard practice that when the Chancellor dissolves this congregation, we should remain standing until such time the procession has left the auditorium, and will also be requested
You'll have. I must find my powers now. By virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I dissolve this congregation of the University of Venda.
UNIVEN to